This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to RTO9 Spotlight on Partners. Each year in February, RTO9 opens up applications to eligible tourism-based operators in the RTO9 region to apply for partnership funding to help with some of the development costs of new tourism products. Those awarded are provided with 50-50 shared funding to help with the cost of new tourism product development. But it's not just about the funding. Our partners also receive marketing support through our social media pages, project guidance along the way, resource information, and of course, networking to help them fine-tune their initiative. This morning, I'm thrilled to introduce Jacob Murray. Give us a wave, Jake. Co-owner of Topsy Farms on Amherst Island. And if you haven't visited Topsy, you are missing a real treat. It's a laid back and inviting working sheep farm where the Topsy team welcomes you into their world. Jake, the farm's tagline is "Get dirty, leave happy, stay cozy." Can you tell us a little bit about the farm and its hippie roots and why that tagline?
Well, that was a wonderful intro. I'm gonna have to cut and paste some of what you said there and use it on my own stuff. Yeah, so Topsy Farms, we were founded by hippies in 1972, and that harmony with the land, animals, and each other has stayed with us ever since. We've gone through many phases, and one of the new chapters is opening up the farm to visitors with what we call agritourism, so visiting the farm. The get dirty, be happy, stay cozy, that sums up most of what we're trying to do. It's getting people to the land to walk the forest trails, to sit on the beach and bring a picnic and support the other businesses here on Amherst Island. Our mission statement is to keep the farmland as a farm. And because of our partnership with RTO9, we are much closer to that goal.
Perfect. Awesome explanation. You were awarded funding, partnership funding for the farm's headlands events and workshops last year. Can you tell us a little bit about that project and what your goals were?
So our goals for 2021 were to plan things that were pandemic friendly. So to not do big crowded events, but to find things that were small groups, what our events coordinator Colette called book your bubble. So we focused on things like using the forest in small groups. So we partnered with a woman named Claire Beach to do forest bathing. So that was like, again, in small groups, you'd go out into the woods and spend time listening to trees and doing meditations and just being still and letting the trees be your medicine. We also did some kayaking with Kristen events with our guide, Kristen Kelly. She would take people out in the kayaks and explore the shorelines. So it was like connect to the land, connect to the forest, connect to the water, connect to yourself. We have been looking now to do some bigger versions of those things. They were, pilot projects in some ways. As well, we did the scavenger hunt that people could do, the scavenger hunt, so kids could visit the farm anytime, any day. They just ask for the scavenger hunt and be able to go around and explore the farmyard and interact with the animals and the buildings and the farmers, all safely, socially distanced, and it was a real success.
Awesome. Are you open for the winter, Jake? Can people visit the farm in the winter?
Oh, the farm never closes, and farmers never take a day off. So the farmyards and all the things I just listed are available in one capacity or another 7 days a week. The shop itself is open from 9 a.m. to 4:30, and that's the best way to sign up to go and see the trails.
Perfect. Tell us a little bit about the shop, because I know you take the wool from the sheep on your farm and have them made into blankets and a variety of other things. You do yarn dyeing. Tell us a bit about that.
So the shop was the first version of keeping the farmland as a farm. Farming is a really tricky thing to buy all your inputs at retail price, put in a year's worth of work, and sell your output at wholesale price. We decided that in the 90s, we decided that it would be a good idea to take our raw wool and get it turned into something. And that was the blankets and the yarn. That's where we started. So we opened a little retail shop on the farm, and we got a very early online store. This we went all in on this new thing called the internet, and that seemed to be a good gamble. We were learning about search engine optimization while we still had the old dial-up modem and stuff. The shop now has expanded into, yeah, it's a natural gift shop. So we have all things from all parts of the sheep, and then some cool merch, like different designs with our photos and things like that. And we have also started a kid books series. So we've got our first book in the shop right now, telling simple farm lessons, but that are meaningful.
Nice, nice. And I've had the pleasure of purchasing some of your products, and they are top-notch, great quality, and they're washable, I believe, right? I can wash those wool blankets.
They are washable.
Beautiful.
That's right. Yeah, we say winter makes wool, and that means that the sheep being out in the cold and in all the seasons, they have to grow a nice thick fleece to protect them against that Canadian wind. And then in the spring, when they don't need their parkas anymore, our job is to ethically take that, to harvest it, and to turn it into blankets. And that thick, rich lanolin stays in the raw material as it's processed. So the blankets are soft. These are not your great grandmother's scratchy blankets, but they will last generations.
Yeah, yeah, they're beautiful. So Jake, how important was RTO9's partnership with you in the overall success of your project? And I should mention to everyone, of course, that you're an alumni of the partnership project, in that you received funding for a couple of years in a row for your initiative. So tell us a little bit about why that was so important to you, other than just the funding, of course.
RTO9, the alumni, yeah, that feels pretty good. We could not simply be where we are without the help of your organization, because it's, as you said, the funding is really nice, but it's not just that. It's all the workshops that come with it. It's the really handy news blasts that come out periodically on the email. It's all of the things of the support that you referenced in your intro, the social media marketing that is done. It's all very helpful. And beyond that, the one-on-one coaching that we get throughout the process from you and from others in the organization, like it is invaluable. And the 50% cost sharing has made these projects doable because we are a working farm. We have to sometimes make choices between money set aside to feed the sheep, or to change the tractor oil, or to pay our workers. All of those things need to be done all of the time. So then when a project like, hey, let's get someone to go out into the woods and bring visitors to listen to trees in the wind, it's really a lot more easy to sell that to the board members of the farm if some of those costs are being shared.
Yeah, true enough. And that just sounds very peaceful to me, to come out and listen to the wind blow through the trees. Jake, what are you mentioned a little bit that you've got plans moving forward, but have you got new things that you're looking at doing in the future? I know a lot of what you do is around families and bringing kids to the farm at lambing season and things like that. What have you got on the books moving forward?
So we'll still plan on doing all of our main events throughout the year. That would be starting probably on Family Day. We'll do something then, and then shearing is in April, and then lambing sort of throughout the May season. What we would like to expand are also, the things that worked really well last year, the kayaking and the forest events, and using the forest. That is a thing that I would like to focus on going forward. We're working really hard to upgrade the accessibility of the walking trail. There is about a 1 kilometer strip that gets muddy in the wet seasons. So we're investing in making that 4-season accessible. And so once that project is complete, we'll be able to add in some maple syrup runs. That would be really cool. We'll probably make a trailer that we can tow people out either by tractor or ATV or hook up the Highland cows and tow people out to the forest for those maybe with the short legs who aren't really able to walk the whole way. We'd also like to do some art installations, some found art. We'd like to partner with local artists to do some sculptures out in the forest and to make the experience of walking the Topsy forest not just about the trees and the clean air and the peacefulness, but also to make it a fully immersed and engaging experience.
Sounds heavenly. So for any of you artists out there, if you're interested in talking to Jacob about working with him on his farm, you can give him a call. You can reach him at topsyfarms.ca. And so Jake, we've thoroughly enjoyed working with you over the last couple of years, and you're just such a great spokesperson for your farm and for your team and for your beautiful Highland cows. You know, they're close to my heart. And everything that goes on at the farm and the island as a whole. So it's a real pleasure to work with partners like you, particularly agritourism partners now, because it's becoming more popular, of course. Thanks a little bit, I think, to the pandemic, but I think it was on the rise before then. But I know it's early, and it's not that early for you as a farmer, but really appreciate you taking the time to come out and to connect with me and tell everybody a little bit about what you're doing on the farm. You can find more about Topsy Farms and their gorgeous Highland cows, Cedar and Willow, and watch Jake's very popular Moments on the Farm. I don't know if that's what you call it, Jake, but I called it Moments on the Farm videos.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna plagiarize that.
There you go. It's exactly what it is. It's Jake playing with the cows. It's Jake fixing tractors. It's his team leading the sheep and your beautiful dogs. It's just a great way to find out what goes on at a farm with a very engaging host, I might add. If you're interested in learning more about partnership funding, please visit our industry website, RTO9, that's the number 9.ca. You can reach out to me personally if you have any questions. My email is on our website under the team contact information. And Jake, I'm going to say goodbye to you at this point. Kiss the cows for me, because I'm dying to get back out there and see them, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Lori. Thanks to your team as well.
All right, take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.